This message is transforming lives and organisations from the inside out, person by person and cell by living cell. Remember, you can change your DNA.
It seems like a bit of hard work. Just saying, I'm not whinging. I'm not.
You sure?
Just saying. But is it? I mean, are you saying, you know, this journey, changing your DNA, I mean, is it a hard slog? Is it like, I'm going to have to focus on it every day?
Look,
Or after I've read your book, am I finished? It's changed.
Look, I don't want to have a cliche and say, you know, it's easy to live life hard and it's hard to live life easy. But those things are true. And the good news is, I mentioned before the reticular activating system.
Beautiful.
I wasn't kidding. I actually talked like this with a pharmaceutical company
can you
once.
remember that
and
last question
There was a
you
few
asked
sales.
Yeah, the hard work,
guys.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the hard work.
I'm not having a go at salespeople, but that was sniggering on the front row, you know. Yeah. And so, you know, I said to him, I said, so why are you singing? He said, I've never heard of anything like this before. And then a neurological trained nurse stood up. She said, Paul, you're talking exactly the truth. She said it's affectionately known as the RAS, R-A-S, reticular activating system. We discussed having slides and everything tonight, but Richard talked me out of it because we didn't want to turn this into a seminar or something. But I've got all the schematics of all of these things, and it's in the book, by the way. So the reticular activating system is an organ about the size of our little finger, and it's just above the pituitary gland. And it's the only organ in the body. They used to think it was part of the actual brain stem, but it's not. It's actually an organ on its own, just like a kidney or your bladder or other major organ. And funny that I should mention the other organs, it's the only organ in the body, Jamie, that's completely connected by your central nervous system to every other organ in the body.
Wow.
So in other words, your liver isn't connected to your kidneys except through the reticular activating system, and to your skin, and to your eyes, and every sensory perceptor. But the eyes are the only ones that goes both ways. So people say, oh, I believe that when I see it. No, I'll say, you'll see it when you believe it. Because your RAS is your belief house. It's your, and you'll see in the book, it's actually your soul. And that's why I changed, because the cloistered view or the false religion view of soul is that it's the property of pulpits and religion, but it's not. It's the property of every living human being on the earth. And we all have one. And I believe we have a biological home for that mind and that will and that emotion and that love, that fear. It all starts here, Jamie. And the information we feed it is what's going to make our skin crawl or our skin come alive. It's what's going to make our eyes look at love with our children when they give us a hard time, or it's going to make us become a twisted individual, because the eyes respond to belief, what we see about a situation. So that's the reason why it's not so hard, because when I'm going to use a word here, not make us to sound like mechanized robots, but when we set the course of action of belief for our reticular activating system, it will work every time for us. So I'm going to give you all an example. Everyone just stop for a minute and listen to the air conditioning. Do you hear it? Why didn't you hear it before? Because your RAS said you don't need to worry about that. But if an alarm went off now, you'd immediately hear it, because your RAS is tuned, and alarm means danger. So our reticular activating system is a wonderful piece of biological equipment. It can do better than any bit of Apple, Macintosh, or Dell, or any other computer that's out there in the world today. And it's sitting on top of our shoulders, and it can be programmed, Jamie. You can program it to wake you up. And let me give you an example. Who likes going on holidays? Who loves getting up for work every morning? Put your hand down your life. Okay. Except Andy Simpkins, the man up there on my left, he loves going. No, look, there are days we love going to work, but there are some days we don't. Sure. And we set the alarm, or we set the Apple, or whatever it is that we're doing to wake us up. And who's ever woken up at a really good feeling just a fraction before the alarm goes off? Who's ever had that experience? That's your RAS waking up, because you are looking forward to that day. Who's ever slept through an alarm? That's because your body was told, your RAS, you don't want to get up. Stay there. Don't hear anything. There could be an earthquake and you won't wake up. So the RAS is that beautiful piece of organic, computerized equipment that's biologically sound, that will let you see things that you've dominated in your agenda, and will let you miss things that you've chosen not to see anymore, like the faults of your spouse. That message was for my wife, not the other way around. I used to think I had a lot of faults, and then I realised I was wrong. And so, so the RAS, Jamie, is the beautiful biological computer. My computer over there can send messages, receive messages, get me on screen. It can do thousands and thousands, like yours can. That doesn't hold a skerrick to what your reticular activating system can do. It can look for love in everything if you program love being your major motivational driver and not fear. See, fear is not anything but the opposite of love. It's there's a great proverb that says, perfect love casts out fear. So you can even love the people that hate you. You can learn from things that you normally wouldn't learn from. Is that a battle? That's a battle. And that's the battle we're all in, whether we're in politics, business, family life, whatever. But our reticular activating system is waiting for us to lay down some beliefs, cell by living cell. And they will go through our body and say, you know what, he's believing this. So the 40 new billion cells, hey, I like that idea, let's go over there. So when you look up and see that person next to you, you go, oh, wow, okay. Doesn't mean that you become everybody's idiot or everyone's doormat, but you can choose then how you respond to life rather than react in the circumstance. And any male or females now, where's my daughter, Naomi, driving on the road when somebody cuts you off, you can believe that they are a flippin' idiot. Was that you that cut me off today?
Yeah, it was me.
Or you can believe, like, you give yourself the benefit of the benefit of the doubt. Hey, my daughter just called. She's at school sick, and I need to get there. That's that guy. Yeah. And all of a sudden, man, come on, go. Yeah. You know, it's what we choose to believe, what's happening to us at the time, that causes us to respond or react. We're not going to get it perfect all the time. We're going to talk about that with the Willis interview later tonight. But if we aim for the target, we're going to get closer to it than if we aim for nothing and just kill anybody around us that's going to take our anger. We're going to take our anger out on.
So you actually can change your DNA, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice.
I believe so.
I missed the last bit because that flaming air conditioner is...